present to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award and confer qualifications to and on those whose names appear in the program, but who are not present here today. Bommele bontate, you may be seated.
Dear students and distinguished guests, welcome to the graduation ceremony of the University of the Free State. And as the Chancellor has indicated, it's fantastic to meet and see one another in person again after almost 2 years. So hearty welcome. We are especially pleased that your graduation ceremony can take place in person and in the presence of the university congregation. Today is a memorable day and a culmination of the time you have spent here at the University of the Free State. You are not only becoming an alumnus of this great institution, and this year the university is 118 years old. So it's a very prestigious old institution with a lot of tradition and heritage, and you had the opportunity to study here at the University of the Free State. But you are now also part of a fraternity of exceptional individuals who have graduated before you. So I would like to say congratulations to all our graduates. This is a special day indeed, and it is certainly heartwarming to see so many of you being conferred these well-deserved qualifications today. You should be proud of your achievements, and you actually should take a moment to celebrate and acknowledge you, because you have put a lot of hard work during the last couple of years into this particular moment to be able to get your degree. At the same time, you would not have reached this milestone without the support of many people around you. Let us also acknowledge and express gratitude to your support structures, the parents, the family, friends, guardians, loved ones, and obviously lecturers, our academic staff, and also support staff who made it possible for you to be here today. As you venture into the world, you will find yourself contemplating what your role in the world is and what kind of world you want to live in. Sometimes the road ahead can be challenging and complex. However, remember that the skills of hard work, resilience, determination, and focus will help you forge ahead. And I think it's important to remember those attributes that you have obtained here at the University of the Free State. Those are the attributes that will take you through life. Also be mindful that collective and individual responsibility is important to our success. And I think this has become very clear during the pandemic. Reach out to others. Lend a helping hand wherever you can. Support each other. Involve yourselves in your communities. And most of all, be kind and humane. And one of those key attributes is the attribute of social responsiveness, to be able to reach out. And we're thinking at this moment specifically about our fellow citizens and also our university communities, members that live in the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal that has been impacted by the flooding. And I think it's also our collective responsibility to lend a hand, to reach out. Be mindful of these in everything you do. So graduates, I am extremely proud of your resilience. You are truly inspiring, and I'm confident that you are well prepared to embrace the future and flourish in anything you set your mind to. Be brave, be bold, and make a difference in this world. All of the best. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, maybe to the one or two people in this hall who are not aware, the gentleman that just spoke is our Vice Chancellor, Professor Francis Peterson. And the one who spoke before him is our Chancellor, Ndate Bonang Mohale, Professor Bonang Mohale, to those of us that also know him. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, for your warm welcome. A number of us, because we've had a bit of a traffic jam at the gate, a number of us who arrived after the pre-ceremony announcements, there are a number of things that you need to be aware of. So I would be grateful if you could please refer to the bottom of page 2 of your graduation program just to familiarize yourselves with the procedure, what you need to do, how you need to walk, whether you need to strut or whatever the case may be. Similarly, the university has arranged official photographers. So to the families who are here, to the friends, husbands, wives that want to get that ideal photo, you don't need to worry too much if you didn't quite get that right photo, because we will have photographers outside who will be able to assist in this regard. Today, we are honoring and welcoming 452 Chancellor graduates. Those are going to be 452 members of our alumni, who you will call the University of the Free State your alma mater. Every one of our graduates is special. It's important, ladies and gentlemen, that as we celebrate, we remember that we are Africans. We remember that we celebrate in the manner that is appropriate to the environment, to the culture, to the spirit of celebration. We are not at a funeral. Please, clapping is great. If you have been given the gift of ululation, please use it. If, on the other hand, the person next to you doesn't know how to help them, what, however, is, ladies and gentlemen, important is that each and every one of our graduates, important as they are, we must be able to hear their names. This is a special occasion for family, for individuals who are graduating. And therefore, we humbly ask that keep those adulations short. Haola mo kwena o kana re fela kwena. Haola mo taung o re mo tau. Haole o kana re tshweni. Or you just simply say vicars, or you simply say that is my wife graduating. Let's keep it short, let's keep it vibrant, and let's keep it dignified. Ladies and gentlemen, we are asked to please also keep our cell phones on silent for the duration of the ceremony. However, we live in the times and age of social media. So I ask you to tweet. I ask you to post. Not to make other people jealous, but if you do, don't mind. More importantly, let us inspire those that wish to come after us. To our graduates, this is your day. This is your moment. Take it. Seize it. Seize it with confidence. The red carpet has been made for you. All I ask of you is walk with confidence. When you come on the stage, please do not give in to stage fright. Strange things have happened on the stage when people have suddenly forgotten what to do when they meet the Chancellor for the first time. They don't know whether they should sit or they should kneel. When they come to the registrar, they have forgotten. So all I ask of you is to please enjoy the moment. Lastly, Chancellor, some of our graduates might have been up since 4 o'clock this morning, or even earlier. Maybe some of you didn't sleep, I don't know. And some of you probably didn't have breakfast. However, Chancellor, we are a caring university. We have organized breakfast for you, for those that didn't have breakfast. Aha! Question is, what kind of breakfast? They say music is food for the soul. Breakfast that is served today, this morning, is In Disguise. It's a feature of 4 famous popular tunes. The order in which they will be performed, however, will not necessarily be the same as what you will find in your program. The songs have been arranged by Anthem in a quasi-classical style, hiding the melody of each song just a tiny little bit so that it will confuse you. However, the audience is requested to try and guess which song has been performed. There will not be any awards if you get it right. At the end of each arrangement, a song will be revealed by playing it in its original form. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, In Disguise will be performed by Samson Diamond on violin and Professor Anna-Marie van der Heesthuizen on the cello with our graduation band. Who says the University of the Free State doesn't have talent? You haven't been here. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our performers this morning. Food for the soul. Nice breakfast, eh? Another round of applause, please, for our artists. Chancellor, I'm pleased to introduce Professor van der Merwe, who will present the Chancellor's Award recipient to you, sir. Professor van der Merwe.
Good morning. Dr. Nicholas Pierce completed his undergraduate medical studies at the University of the Witwatersrand in 2002 before pursuing an M.Med in surgery, a fellowship of the Colleges of Medicine and Surgery of South Africa in surgery, and a vascular fellowship at the University of the Free State. Since 2003, he has been employed at the Universitas Hospital in various capacities and was head of the Department of Surgery at the University of the Free State before heading the COVID-19 task team at the Universitas Academic Hospital in Bloemfontein and sitting on various national and provincial COVID-19 task teams. Dr. Pierce was one of the champions who worked with a team of colleagues to address the COVID-19 needs of the University of the Free State community, Bloemfontein, and the Free State. Congratulations.
I think Dr. Pierce deserves another round, please. Chancellor, it is again my honor to request you on the next program around our honorary qualifications. Honorary qualifications are awarded by our university, the University of the Free State, to reflect the commitment of the institution to excellence, academic excellence, and excellence in the service of humanity. These qualifications are bestowed on an individual with an outstanding academic track record who enjoys international recognition, or to an individual, not necessarily an academic, whose accomplishments in the field of science, arts, economics, media, culture, leadership, or education have made a difference in the world, and whose influence and work may have been of benefit to the development of South Africa. I now have the pleasure, Chancellor, to call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Law, Professor Mubangisi, to introduce the recipient of the honorary qualification in his faculty this morning. Professor Mubangisi.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to confer the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, on the candidate that I present to you. Judge Dennis Davis was educated at the United Hesley Schools and the Universities of Cape Town and Cambridge. He served as judge of the High Court in Cape Town from 1998 to 2020, and as judge president of the Competition Appeal Court from 1999 to 2020. Since his elevation to the bench, Judge Davis has held honorary professorships at the Universities of Cape Town, Western Cape, Free State, and the Witwatersrand. He has held visiting professorial positions at the Universities of Toronto, Melbourne, Georgetown, and the Harvard, New York, and Florida Brown Universities. He has authored 11 books and more than 200 articles in academic journals. Mr. Chancellor, I now present Judge Dennis Davis and request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, on him.
Thank you, Professor Mubangisi. And more importantly, also, congratulations to Judge Davis. Judge, we really are honored and privileged as the University of the Free State that you were able to honor our invitation to be with us this morning. It really is a privilege. Ladies and gentlemen, many of us would have seen Judge Davis on TV and doing his thing, asking whether you want to judge for yourself. He is a living human being. Today we meet him in flesh and blood. And congratulations, sir, and a big round of applause for you. Mr. Chancellor, I am pleased to introduce the Vice Dean of the Faculty of Education, Professor Mafora, to present his candidates to you.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to award the following qualifications to the candidates that I introduce to you: the Faculty of Education bachelor's degrees, master's, and Doctor of Philosophy degrees. Starting with doctorate. Mr. Chancellor, slight modification in the program. We will begin with PhD candidates instead. Mr. Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to present doctoral degrees on the candidates presented to you. I request the promoters to introduce their candidates to you. The promoter, Dr. Scott, your card. Mafujani Moli Abita Johanna, the promoter is Dr. A. Scott and Prof. L. Jacobs as co-promoter.
Chancellor, allow me to introduce you to Dr. Randa Mafujane Modi Abita Johanna. The candidate contributes to scholarship on ICT integration in the classroom. Using a mixed methods case study, the study investigated the changes in beliefs and practices regarding use of ICT to teach the physical sciences of 53 teachers who attended an 8-month short learning program aimed at developing the teachers' technological and pedagogical content knowledge in the teaching of the physical sciences. The findings suggest that the program was effective in changing the beliefs and practices regarding ICT integration of a considerable number of the teachers, who genuinely perceived these changes as having multiple positive effects on the quality of their teaching practice. However, this was attained with considerable effort, as several school factors inhibited the teachers' ICT integration and a number of obstacles to success arose during the program. Chancellor, I present to you Mafujane Modi Abita Johanna.
Chancellor, Okwara Valentin Okachuku. The supervisor was Promoter JPH Pretorius.
Chancellor, allow me to introduce to you Dr. Randus Okwara Valentine Ukachukwu. The candidate successfully argues that learners' negativity in respect of science has over the years been a source of concern to researchers and educationalists. By making use of puppets, he connected with research that has indicated that learners' attitudes towards science can be positively influenced by the type of tool the teacher employs to deliver the lesson in the classroom. Data were obtained through pre-test and post-test using a standardized attitude survey to determine the effectiveness of puppetry art as a teaching tool in the context of science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. The results indicate that the learner's personal interest, conceptual understanding, and applied conceptual understanding categories regarding their attitudes towards natural sciences have been positively influenced by using puppetry art in the teaching of ecology to grade 9 learners. Chancellor, I present to you Okwara Valentine Ukachukwu.
Chancellor Tafai Mapalali. The promoter was Dr. M. Zakeni.
Chancellor, allow me to present to you Mapapadi Tafai. The candidate contributes to scholarship on the professional development that teachers need to effective interpretation and teaching the integrated curriculum. Using a qualitative approach with a sample of 4 primary school teachers, the study presents the argument that the participating teachers were not always satisfied with the continuous professional development programs organized for them, and this in turn had efficacious implications for the implementation of the integrated curriculum in primary schools of Lesotho. Chancellor, I present to you Tafai Mapapadi.
Chancellor. Mugabe Miriam. The promoter was Professor C. Bayers. Due to mobility challenges, Prof. Bayers shall not ascend the stage.
Chancellor, allow me to introduce you to Dr. Randa Mugabe Miriam. The candidate makes a contribution in exploring the causes of sexual abuse, its psychosocial consequences on the holistic development of the girl child, its effects on academic performance, and how children who have been sexually abused can be assisted in the school. With this contribution, the findings revealed that child sexual abuse affects the moral, physical, cognitive, emotional, social and behavioral development of girl learners, impacting on their academic performance, health and resilience. The study attempted to find sound preventative and protective measures to mitigate the problem of child sexual abuse among girls. Chancellor, I present to you Mugabe Miriam.
Mr. Chancellor, I now have the privilege of requesting you to award the following qualifications to the candidates that I introduce to you. The Faculty of Education Bachelor's degrees. Bachelor of Education in Foundation Phase Teaching. Adonis Nwabisa. Becca Kyle. Bayers Christine Madeleine. Okay. Mr. Chancellor, Bayers Christine Madeleine obtained the degree with distinction. Biso Anati. Blau Kimberlin, degree obtained with distinction. Buotes Kathy N. Buota Maria Johanna Katarina. Buota Mijong. Briet Tanya. Chwani Mpo Josephine. Choche Ponalo. Christians, Raylene Joan. Cock Lindsay N. Kutsie Elsa Juliana. Krama Laris. Damons Michaela Lee N. Dibier Lena May. The Brain Kali obtained degree with distinction. The Yacher Emba Rose also obtained a degree with distinction. Delange Anel. Dlamini Luyanda Sipio Setu. Just patience. Thank you. Drude Elise Caitlin. Duploy Lauranine. Durand Carmen, degree obtained with distinction. Duma Nobuhle. Ferreira Anje. Ferris Nicole. Phyllis Camel Kelly N. Freisenberg Jody. Khrief Natasha. Grobelar Joanne. Hendricks Lauren Penelope. Hlangani Nonleko Matarazzo. Hoffman Delmari obtained degree with distinction. Hofmeier Juanri Judith Jacoba. Warren Inge Yemina Abigail. Hafki Kate Lynn. Yankees Millicent. Joko Jokoana Unati obtained degree with distinction. Koe ke homoditse Angela. Kumalo Mpuluking Elizabeth obtained degree with distinction. Kwalani Mpuluking Teresia. Kun Velmi obtained degree with distinction. Good Angela Christina Susara. Kumbi Zoleka Mavis. Kwababa Unita Boniwe. Labuskahan Sulin obtained degree with distinction. Lamuni Ntombizanele obtained degree with distinction. Libepe Emelina Poshia obtained degree with distinction. Lekwala Ntabiseng Francina. Lessing Kara. Litie Sinead Susan obtained degree with distinction. Low Brittany Abigail. Lukele Simpiwe. Lulama Siponono. Lutyens Nicole obtained degree with distinction. Mabaso Samukelisiwe. Mablani ke amogetse tsholofelo. Mahabuke Rethabile Bridget. Low Nechel. Mahluku Nomhle Lerato. Makamale Mataelo Vinolia. Makanya Naledi Lulama. Makot Constance Judy. Makubela Eliza. Malachi Letabo Veronica. Relax. Malati Komotso Edith. Manyama Kaugelo Ethel. Marie Nicole. Maruja Violet Kamogelo. Masehle Kiamogetse Bonolo obtained degree with distinction. Maseko Dimakatso Selina. Masinya Tandazo Esther. Mashige Luyanda obtained degree with distinction. Masia Dipulelo Rachel. Maswanganyi Tapelo Precious obtained degree with distinction. Matiwani Nonkululeko Janice. Matlabo Moluko Felicia. May Lucinda Marygale. Mitton Rulan Danel. Mofokeng Makoloto Queens. Miti Maria Spokazi obtained degree with distinction. Mofokeng McQueen. Mokwena Puseletso Quinthelia. Moladira Duduetsang Rejoice. Molapisi Ntebaleng Ana. Molefe Kamogelo Michelle. Molotsi Lebogang Florence. Monchani Mamonari Anna obtained degree with distinction. Musia Lerato Adelaide. Mutibi Moronginyani Miriam. Motobi Koketso Confidence. Motsike Vuyelwa Gladys. Motseki Teresia Matsidiso. Mtambeka Nolubabalo. Muvari Mulanga. Nakedi Lerato Kilebugile. Nale Ditsiba Bame. No, I'm fine. Nodie Elri. Ngedo Lisakanya. Ngobeni Marilyn Baipidi. Mwako Utsile Aubrey. Nomdlomboyi Ethel Zikona. Norke Mapitso Sylvia. Ntsomi Anele. Pele Salome. Pale Michelle Suleta. Rakhalakani Dimakatso Priti. Ramatsiba Buitumelo. Ramatsoma Segofatso. Ramonotsi Ponso Cecilia. Sondas Bianca obtained degree with distinction. Sondas Yongama. Skippers Robin Hope. Sijammu Kiikantse Cindy. Sinaho Aubakwe Umpele. Sitlai Nonlela Rina. Shata Relebuhile Lerato obtained degree with distinction. Simelani Koliswa Nomasonto. Stone Lisiho Udirile. Swartz Cassidy Roslin. Taut Yohandi obtained degree with distinction. Tladi Zandile. Chabalala Ray N. Bongiwe. Van Jaarsveld Habre Tosca. Van Sale Honorary obtained degree with distinction. Weljun Rianet obtained degree with distinction. Vessels Elizabeth Katerina. Whitlow Roshay Bridgetta obtained degree with distinction. Xaba Sindisiwe. Okay. Bachelor of Education in Further Education and Training phase. Reed Joanne Marilyn. Shall now present Bachelor of Education in Intermediate Phase Teaching. Bahore Beza Amida obtained degree with distinction. David Deidre Simone. Masako Ituteng Praisewell. Matafeng Ntswaki Ntabiseng Maureen. Mazwi Musawenkosi obtained degree with distinction. Mulman Marlena. Nhlapo Nonhlanhla Constantia obtained degree with distinction. Chancellor, I shall now present Bachelor of Education Intermediate Phase Teaching. Africa Shante Divona. Baloi Kiabetsi. Blow Jason Ronaldo. Boone Brittany Page. Bosch Ronwen Brittany. Buota Marisa. Brainers Cole. Bega Jessica obtained degree with distinction. Vice Jacquemin Esla Brumelda. Chaka Lerato Jennifer. Chaka Tsuselitsu Dorcas. Klassen Tarin Yanre. Kutsie Kenechia Veronique. Davids Monique Kim Melissa. Divater Aronisia Danik. Divier Bianca Demi. Dlamini Mzamo Studuzo. Okay. Dlamini, thank you. Dlamini Nkubeko Nhlakanipho. Dlamini Sipesihle Ketokuhle obtained degree with distinction. Lulu Vera Emba. Duplessis Cheverodin Revonig El Sherey. Duplessis J.D. Raiden. Els Sherry. Esther Hazen Brittany Ray. Take your time. Thank you. Fikelepi Johannes Tamsanga. Fikizolo Nosizwe. Fredericks Caitlin Ilke. Frolik Shanae Shamura. Geduld Chanel Erin. Relax. Kobi Zembe Bonisile. Kochana Khomolimo Refilwe Prudence. Hose Nadia obtained degree with distinction. Groove Kara Robin. Hall Caitlin Page obtained degree with distinction. Hans Rizona Celeste obtained degree with distinction. Hlachwayo Nosipo Tembelihle. Hlachwayo Tolani Coleman. Jali Marcia. Kafile Evil. Katani Petunia Puleng. Kholubeng Ntabeleng ke amogetswe. Kholo tsa Puleng Eusobia. Konjelwayo Nothando. Khoza birthday. Khoza Granny Vestina. Khoza Lerato Violet. Khumalo Sipesihle. Class Tembinkosi Victor. Kwalani Mutibi Aubrey. Kubeka Nomonde Posia obtained degree with distinction. Kun Henrietta Wilhelmina Johanna. Lamini Kali Gizel. Lamini Karin. Leroux Kamen. Lesetla Lehlohonolo. Lesotho Uhense Nelson obtained degree with distinction. Lechoko, thank you. Lechoko Malishwani Alina. Letsoho Lerato Johannes. Dipate Karabo. Thank you. Lubisi Nomvula Precious. Lutuli Siyathokoza Amanda. Mabuza Kamogelo Michelle obtained degree with distinction. Madola Sophie N. Mafujani Tailo Tsulufelo. Makubani Zwakele Zama. Magwaza Simtandile. Makhatu Khulufelo. Makumsha Mihlali. Malakalaka Mashela. Malisa Temuso Frida. Mali Sanelisiwe. Malindi Tulile Yvonne. Maluka Sanele obtained degree with distinction. Manake Mutseki Martin. Manlazi Snayo Edith. Mansiani Posia Tembega. Makwaha Yamkela. Mare Nozila Allison. Max Rika. Masuku Slindokuhle Sinesipho. Masumpa Abigail. Matabate Wipelo. Matlhari Olivia Lerato obtained degree with distinction. Maisela Tubelihle Tulile. Mazibuko Londiwe Lungile obtained degree with distinction. Mazibuko Nonjabulo Tembelihle obtained degree with distinction. Mbata Nomzamo. McKelly Ruby Ritte. Mdluli Luyanda Tabiso Tedi obtained degree with distinction. Midupi Refilwe obtained degree with distinction. Mayor Aldred Giggs. Mfeka Melissa Yolanda. Mkoki Lindiwe. Mhlanga Kwenzeka Michelle obtained degree with distinction. Mhlanga Sinagekelwe Ntokazi obtained degree with distinction. Minar Yohane. Mjobo Kolosa obtained degree. Mkabela Fezeka Talita Albertina. Mkize Amanda Sanelisiwe. Mlobeli Bulelwa. Musa Puseletso Morin. Mutswanyani Manyakani Julia. Muduani Dineo. Mofukeng Kamohelo Grace. Mofukeng Matswaedi Leonara. Mofukeng Makilane Mpho. Mofukeng Tato Rachel. Mofu Palesa Rose. Mokosi Wankaraba Jaconia. Mohapi Neo obtained degree with distinction. Moji Palesa. Mokalake Buntle Freni. Mokaleng Kilebuhile Evelyn. Mokano Manako Frida obtained degree with distinction. Mokhosi Kabelo Itumeleng. Mokwasa Ruth Huitimang. Mokgadi Mamokwena Lydia. Mokhoswa Sefako. Mokwena Teboho Aubrey. Molife Teboho Ruben. Mulihe Muleleking Emily. Muluke Kanogelo Gift. Mulukume Masilo obtained degree with distinction. Muluti Likhonolo Joseph. Muluti Micheline Anastasia. Morai Ntateng Patricia. Morake Valencia Barata. Moreki Miki. Mo Sisani Buitumelo Joyce. Moshodi Nosipo. Musia Nchodu Isaac. Mutaung Lerato Poshia obtained degree with distinction. Mutitwe Matsiko Confidence. Mutlake Kitepile. Mowers Shane. Mpanza Neliswa Sibonile. Mpata Channel Christine Naledi. Mpungwa Mamoti Rebecca. Mpore Lebohang. Mpulo Makringa. Msibi Muzi Eugene. Mtembu Magic Zakele. Mtetwa Yvonne Sipiwe. Mtsweni Mbongiseni Kevin. Mayber Jasmine Regine Lindin. Mzinyani Tolakele Rejoice obtained degree with distinction. Napo Bonolo Morin obtained degree with distinction. Ndlazi Tandeka. Ngoma Pindile Priti obtained degree with distinction. Ngomani Confess Priti. Nkabinde Sindisiwe Cynthia. Nkomo Lebohang Kwanele. Ngomani Nobile Priti. Nkosi Izile Perseverance. Nkosi Mangoba William. Nokamza Fika obtained degree with distinction. Ntombela Guguletu Nonjabulo. Nchancha Nokolo. Pitwani Tserofatso Blessing. Phillips Nicole Candice. Piri Tsulufelo Hope. Price Natasha Larisha. Prinslow Nanye. Khalani Katliso Bismarck. Khadebe Busisiwe obtained degree with distinction. Khadebe Tembani Pilile. Rakoma Ana Musundwa obtained degree with distinction. Ramurebudi Lilian. Khasmeni Lwazi Nomakabiso Zintle. Renoster Grenville Leroy. Rogers Tamia Francisca. Rousseau Leran. Khwekani Busisiwe. Sambo Hezekiel Nkosinachi. Siabuta Lucas. Sello Matshidiso Mutlalipule. Situnsa Mamosa Greni. Sitjeo Maleshwani Julia. Sitlali Naboth. Shange Ayanda Halalisile. Thank you. Sivambu Poshia Nau. Shungube Tlengiwe Eunice. Sikakani Uyanda Tembelise. Simelani Jacob Anaye. Simons Jocelyn Monica. Sitole Zolile. Snyders Rayen Monzanik obtained degree with distinction. Sneyman Caitlin K. Sokoi Atenkosi obtained degree with distinction. Stride Lizan El Shaddai. Stradom Duran Hermanas. Stirman Kim Shadei obtained degree with distinction. Suping Muratei. Swarth Linicia Samone Abigail. Taulo Tsepiso Nancy. Tetani Ntswaki Lizzy. Chokwani Eva obtained degree with distinction. Chabalala Matshidiso Sylvia. Chabalala Nomkosi Natasha. Chabalala Siabonga. Chazibana Dorian Fatima. Solwani Mpulai. Van Rensbeck Iakwi. Van Roy Villen. Van Skalkwyk Kaylin Lucretia. Van Wyk Claudette Haroldine obtained degree with distinction. Van Wyk Diego Vidiri. Van Wyk Leil Ryan. Vilakazi Nompilo Malusi. Vivias Lynn Delorese. Vuma Notolo Nokulunga. Pego Yongama. Yalo Nothemba Sbongile. Yokwana Vuyiswa Lulama. Zita Bonisiwe. Zondi Samkelisiwe Tandeka obtained degree with distinction. Zonke Nangamso. Zulu Nomngebo Eunice. Zwani Guguletu Nomusa. Just wait, Zwani. Zwani Nolutando Hlobisile Ntombikho. Mr. Chancellor, I shall now present to you candidates for the Master of Arts in Higher Education Studies. Wait, Monique, wait. Skuman Monique obtained degree with distinction. Mr. Chancellor, another Master of Higher Education Studies. Motaung Brakpan Letsela. Mr. Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to present the Dean's Medal to the recipient that I introduced to you. The medal is awarded to a student who has achieved the best results with respect to a bachelor's degree in the Faculty of Education. Bachelor of Education in Foundation-Phase Teaching, Mr. Chancellor, I present Honorary Van Sey. Honorary Van Zyl, Mr. Chancellor.
Congratulations, Hanali. Ladies and gentlemen, all good things have to come to an end. However, there's nothing wrong with giving yourselves a big round of applause. It is my singular honor and privilege to request our Chancellor, Ndadebona Mahala, to give a congratulatory message to our graduates. Chancellor.
I also wanted to go down on my knees from there and walk this way. But I was petrified that I might not be able to stand up again. My eyes are welling with tears of joy. So I think if they made the writing a bit bigger here, I'll be able to read it. So in congratulating all of you, graduates, let me start first by saying eminence, excellencies, and most distinguished guests. Catastrophe, tragedy, devastation, and calamity are just some of the inadequate words to begin to describe the scale and scope and size of the horror of South Africa's worst natural disasters. That is becoming increasingly common, particularly in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. This happens just before the Easter, Pesach, and Ramadan Kareem celebrations and the dignity of this holy period. Our heartfelt and sincere sympathies, condolences, thoughts and prayers are with the families, clans of those who have passed away. And we trust that the rescue and recovery efforts will bring some closure and relief to those who have suffered such profound loss. By Sunday, the 17th of April, more than 443 people had already passed away, with more than 30 cases of missing persons. Almost 4,000 homes destroyed, more than 8,000 partially destroyed, 14,000 households affected, 551 schools destroyed. Durban recorded 351 millimeters. This is more than double the 165 millimeters recorded in 2019 of rainfall just on Tuesday, the 12th of April. The floods led to the disastrous temporary closure of the Durban Harbour, and the Durban port was rendered inoperable. Rail network and the damages to some of the access roads were also affected, especially the Bayhead Road, which is the main access road, rendering the container terminal, truck depots, the Island View fuel terminal largely inaccessible. This is the country's major arterial and supply chain backbone, and its disruption will have a deleterious effect on the economy. The floods also damaged major infrastructure, water pipes, bridges, electricity supply, 900 telecommunications towers, dams, sugarcane fields, and factories such as Toyota, Mondi, and Sapi, etc., were not spared. This coming so short on the heels of the Neisner fires. Insurance claims to insurance companies and reinsurers will surely be significant. In the tourism and hospitality sector, at least 16% of bookings in Durban alone were cancelled for the Easter weekend, representing a projected loss of about 30,000 visitors and a 30 million rand direct spending loss, with a 74 million rand loss to the GDP. 155 temporary jobs were lost, and exponentially less traffic was experienced compared to the same period the previous years. This is truly a devastating blow to a province still reeling from the 2 weeks in July of 2021 due to a failed insurrection, general mayhem, rampant looting, and widespread riots. Whilst accepting that the province is in the midst of a La Nina extreme weather phenomenon and climate change, government should have anticipated this and should therefore have planned better for this calamity. The lessons extracted from this province's deadly history of floods should have better informed our preparedness. From the February 1994 cyclone Dominio with 950 millimeters of rainfall and 100 kilometers per hour winds that killed 60 people and cost 100 million South African rands in repairs, to the September 1987 floods with 600 millimeters of rainfall over 4 days that killed 380 people and cost 600 million rands in repairs, to the April 2019 rains of 165 millimeters that killed 85 people at a cost of 658 million. These extreme weather events will affect food security, and here I'm talking about agricultural and livestock production. They will affect energy security, telecommunications, amongst others, which will lead to higher food prices, energy costs, data prices, and ultimately more social security issues. The devastation of the 2 weeks in July on our economy has made the implementation of our economic reconstruction and recovery plan even more urgent. By the 19th of July, where more than 350 lives were lost, 150,000 jobs were affected, and 5,000 informal traders were put at risk. Then 32 schools were vandalized or had equipment stolen, while one school was destroyed in a fire in KwaZulu-Natal within an hour of this mayhem starting. 40,000 businesses were affected, 200 shopping centers looted and damaged, 3,000 stores, 300 banks and post office outlets were vandalized, 1,400 ATMs where 120 million rand was stolen, 161 liquor outlets, 113 telecommunications infrastructure was significantly damaged. 11 warehouses and 8 factories were burned down, with 1.5 billion rand worth of stock lost just in KwaZulu-Natal, representing a cumulative loss of 50 billion to the economy. In KwaZulu-Natal alone, 20 billion. I'm not even talking about the 1.5 million rounds of ammunition that were stolen from a container in a depot in Prospecton. Clicks, United Pharmaceutical Distributors, was looted, and the pharmaceutical company Cipla's factory in Durban was also burned down. More than 90 pharmacies were destroyed, while vaccines and other medications were not spared from the rampant looting and torching of buildings. The real loss, though, is how we continue with the self-harm and self-infliction of the fifth wound, on top of state capture, recession, the serial downgrades by rating agencies, and the pandemic that found us already prostrate, face down, and finished. The rampant looting and destruction of crucial infrastructure, deliberate disruption to a vaccine rollout program, towards achieving the 80% of the population having developed antibodies to the COVID-19 virus and its attendant variants, and how this ANC-led government has taken the economy back at least 20 years. It is the United Secretary General Ban Ki-moon who reminds us that corruption is measured not just in the billions of dollars of squandered or stolen government resources, but more poignantly in the absence of hospitals, of schools, of clean water, of roads and bridges that would have changed families and communities. We will never be able to comprehend and therefore correctly quantify the collective trauma, fear, and anxiety of citizens like you and I, whom in their moment of need, government had failed in its constitutional mandate to deepen constitutionalism, respect for the rule of law, and promotion and protection of human rights, and their duty to protect us, the loss of the deep sense of the sanctity of life, respect for property in the public interest and common good, the innocence of our youth, values of not being in the habit of taking things that do not belong to you, because sons learn by looking at the back of the heads of their fathers. And us collectively, individually and severally, being our sisters and brothers keepers. The economic devastation brought about by the lowest levels of confidence, trust, and hope since the Second World War. The biggest loser is the ANC, which has lost its founding principles, integrity, moral authority, to be the leader of society, its own legitimate claim to delivering social justice, and the social license to continue to not only exist but to thrive. This demands forward-looking population growth planning, town planning, stringent border management, proper design, reliable construction, planned and preventative maintenance. There must be a specific focus on preparedness, regular disaster management simulations, law and order. Focus not on the here and now, but on tomorrow. Good governance and climate change. Much more resilient housing, keeping in mind suitable areas for construction, green spaces, depleted groundwater, just energy transition, rising seawater levels, ratio of grass to trees, severe storms, long-term droughts, very cold weather, and heat waves, especially in informal settlements that are less prepared to survive these natural disaster management capacity to ensure that minimum standards are adhered to and maintained. Because free does not mean lowering of standards. New infrastructure planning must take extreme weather events into consideration, and current infrastructure meant to mitigate flooding must be regularly upgraded and kept in excellent working order. Management of our wetland systems, here I'm talking about forests and grasslands, stormwater infrastructure, municipal water drainage, regular clearing of sand, debris, rubbish, and overgrown grass from stormwater drains are the absolute bare minimum that we as the citizens should expect. You see, South Africa has always been helped by global events. The Canada truck driver strike that literally shut down that country. Russia's unprovoked, unwarranted, and unjustified invasion of Ukraine, even though this was absolutely predictable and therefore preventable. This too will lead to further supply chain disruptions, increasing energy prices. As the world struggles to replace Russian oil and gas, increasing food prices as the two countries are responsible for about 30% of the global wheat grains, even though Africa has 60% of the global arable land. So to our esteemed graduates, today is a special day indeed, not just for you, but for all of us. You have accomplished one stage of your life and met the challenges of higher education. The question many of you are asking is, now what? Where to from here? Maybe, just maybe, align yourself with those who have a common cause, common purpose for greater good. Carry along those who have been left out and those who are struggling. It is up to you to build bridges, both literally and figuratively. Remain morally astute and grow your coalitions if you wish to tackle and complete the unfinished goals of this country and bring about a much better world. There's never a time in the future when we'll work out our own salvation. The challenge is in the moment. The time is always now. In life, there are three things you cannot recover: the spent arrow, the spoken word, and time after it is gone. We always wait too long before we do things, and at that time, the moment is lost. You must always be willing to truly consider evidence that contradicts your beliefs and admit the possibility that you may be wrong. Intelligence is not about knowing everything. It is the ability to challenge everything you know. The most successful people recognize that in life, they create their own love, manufacture their own meaning, and generate their own motivation. Carl Jung reminds us that thinking is difficult. That is why most people judge. Nature is a wonderful metaphor for life and business. Animals would never allow the dumbest of the head to lead them. Please be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. Pride. And precisely because truth is lived, not taught, the greatest measure of success is who we become in the process of succeeding. Remember that two things will always define you: your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. So how do I even begin to belong to myself so that I can be present for others? Because my humanity is bound in yours. I am because you are. For we can only be human together. For beauty, love, and justice, in recognition of the African adage that goes, a child that's not embraced by his village will burn it down in order to feel its warmth. Congratulations to all the graduates. May you have continued success in all your endeavors. Eminence, Excellencies, most distinguished guests, graduates and participants, this concludes the proceedings for this morning. The university takes great pleasure in inviting all graduates and their guests to exam room number 4, where real tea, coffee and soft drinks will be served. The national anthem will now be played. After that, you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and the main and academic processions leave the hall. May we all please rise. By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State. Re a leboha hle bakwena.